Hello, everybody. Welcome on back. Good to have you here for some bad video games. Here's the deal. The games are bad, but the time that we have together is amazing. I'd like to go ahead and move on over to our GM reveal. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up, and I didn't. Yay. Let's go ahead and welcome on in our next GM, Garb, the Glitchorous. Come on in. Let's talk a little bit about what we've got going on. By the way, a huge thank you everybody who has subscribed, as well as the gift subs that have come up. I don't generally talk about those during the matches because I want to focus on the gameplay as well as just being nerds. But thank you all so much. I do plan over the summer to be moving more towards a full-time stream, and keeping me afloat like that would definitely help. Thank you so much. Garb, hello!
Hey!
Oh my gosh, it's always good to have you here. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Well, I'm wondering about the game, though. Is that as good as you?
Well, I don't feel like the players will think so, but I honestly think it's kind of fun.
I feel like I've seen this game before. I'm not sure I've played it.
It's pretty obscure.
Okay.
We'll be doing Magic Boy for the SNES today.
Magic Boy. JVC. Wasn't that a... I'm trying to remember. Like, I see JVC and I think VCR. Is that right? Am I wrong?
I don't know, honestly. Oh, wow. Wow, the chats.
Uh-oh.
They're saying
Oh, yeah,
stuff about
they
this.
invented the VHS format. So, unfortunately, this game is not on VHS.
Aw.
Yeah. It's so sad. But that's okay. Super Nintendo is better than VHS anyway.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Most of the movies have been released on stuff past VHS. So take that, everybody who loves the old cassette. Then again, I've been watching some Brutal Moose lately. He's been going and buying some unnamed video cassettes at different places and just playing them to see what he's able to find. And those streams, those videos that he's been making have been fantastic. Thank you, JVC, for making something that is unforgettable. It's good stuff. Magic Boy, though, what kind of game is this?
So, I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe it. It's kind of like its own thing. There's like a big series of mini levels. Like, I'd say the game I'd equate it most to is Out of Lunch, and even then it's not that. It's quite a bit different.
Okay, Out of Lunch is what I would call a collectathon. Are you going around collecting things in this one?
Well, you need to destroy all of the enemies to complete a level. So you need to... So, yeah. So, that's kind of how it works.
So instead of collecting items, you're collecting souls.
I guess that's the way of saying it.
It's like Dark Souls. This is... Well.
I mean, this is kind of the Dark Souls of SNES games, I would say.
Please no. Please no. Although, is there a Dark Souls of SNES games? I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly, Bright Shadow.
Of JVC games, weeaboo. Yeah. Well, everybody, get ready for this because we're going to be having a lot of fighting, a lot of killing enemies going on, and probably a lot of a struggle with that. Do enemies become fairly difficult as time goes on? Do things change up as the levels go on? I guess if you are playing, shut off the stream right now. You shouldn't be in here.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't change that much. There are some new things that happen, but it's mostly the same. I would say, but
Okay.
some things do change.
Okay, mostly the same throughout the game. Some things do change. Let's see. Are there any special rules to the match, or just going to be how much progress they make? I assume tracking progress is relatively simple for this one.
Well, yeah, we can just they have to do the levels in numerical order in each world. You can skip around, but in this match, I asked them to just go by numerical order for track.
Nice. I love it. Thank you for making my life easy. I mean, Cadis's life easy. Me, whatever. I'll just be like, I'll figure it out later. Well, who knows who won?
Just letting players know something real quick.
Okay, sounds good. I'm still working on getting things captured, so feel free to, if people need to go, grab a little bit of water, maybe a sandwich, maybe dip their sandwich in water. You can go do that. I don't think dipping it in water is the best choice, but hey, I'm not gonna judge. Okay, I have a feeling that I'm gonna need to recapture at least one of our players. That's okay. I want to get this started. So everybody just know as soon as the game starts, we probably are going to be changing stuff up. So don't yell at me, chat. They always yell at me, Garb. Chat is so mean.
Yeah, why would y'all do that?
Yeah, you jerks. Well, this is the Bad Video Game Tournament. By the way, all of the players in this specific match got 7 points in their last match. The person who takes last today is going to be eliminated from Ku5ogrande. The others will be moving on to round 3, so the stakes are a little bit high. You know, definitely going to be important for them to do well here. Now, let's go ahead and work on hearing how this beautiful audio sounds. Oh, this is kind of fun. Kind of like... Yeah, I can swing my hips to this. Cha, cha,
well,
cha, cha. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh.
I hope you still enjoy this half an hour.
Oh no. You know what? It does look very Amiga. Chat is right. And odds are we're going to find out a little bit more about that as we go on. Okay, I'm going to do a countdown, everybody. What should chat spam for emotes?
Just things, I guess things magic related.
All of your magic, everybody. Pull out the most magical emotes you have, and fruit. Sure. That sounds good. Magic! Spam! I'm doing the countdown. I want to see your emotes fly up the screen. Thank you so much. Oh, maybe resetting the timer would help. Okay. And here we go. Oh, Tubbs McGee playing the Magical Whiz Kid, or whatever this game is called. do, 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 do. Meow! Okay, this is already a little bit special, I would say.
Yeah. So...
So what do we have going on here? You have to kill all of the enemies in the stage in Magic Boy. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, so that's one thing you need to do, and yeah, so well that's the main objective, and yeah, one thing about this game is that if you don't kill them quickly enough, they'll respawn. And additionally, like if you shoot them but then don't like press a button to make them fall, they'll revive themselves.
Wow, chat is so needy.
Oh,
chat just demanding that I fix stuff that I said I was going to fix. I actually forgot until chat said so.
Oh.
Welcome to my life. Ah, there we go. That should be better. Thank you, chat. I love you.
Oh, so like Video Dragon got like a rainbow there, and that lets you finish the stage automatically. So
Oh, really?
those can be good. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, and like I forget if I don't think the flashing is too fast on the bombs, but just to be safe, it may be good to have like a flashing warning.
Okay, everybody, flashing warning in chat. Mods, if you're able to put something up that says we may have some flashing, that would be helpful as well.
Like, it might appear on Video Dragon's screen in a bit.
Let's see. Video Dragon is really making a good climb here, using mouse strats. Just has a mouse on the screen. You always know the mouse is there for moral support.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of flashing. Not too bad, but better safe than sorry, I figure. So, Garb, you really like this game?
Well, I decided to play this just to see how it worked in Ku5ogrande, and while I was doing that, I kind of grew to have an appreciation for this game. I still haven't managed to beat it just because it's really challenging, but it seems pretty enjoyable, and it's pretty fast-paced.
Okay. What are the doors at the bottom?
Oh, those are the enemies you still need to kill.
Okay, so that shows you how many enemies you have left.
Yeah, so this game's pretty nice for tracking, I would say.
Okay, good. So this game was published by JVC Musical Industries. They put out other wonderful games like Time Cop. Did JVC? Yeah, they published Time Cop. Thank you, JVC. Wolfchild. They did apparently do or help with some version of Monkey Island. Interesting. Some Star Wars games, Wonder Dog, which I kind of know as well. Indiana Jones' Greatest Adventures. Yeah, I'm sure that was any good. Oh, that one actually seems like it was okay. So, you know, they published a good amount of things, most of them kind of questionable. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
However, it was developed by a company called Blue Turtle. Blue Turtle also developed The Adventures of Yogi Bear. Any of you remember that bootleg Shrek game that we had, the Russian Shrek? That was based off of Adventures of Yogi Bear. So they also apparently worked in some degree or another on the game Space Ace for Super Nintendo. That's a little worrying.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game also came out on Amiga, Atari ST, and DOS. So yeah, people who were saying that it looked a lot like Amiga were not wrong, because it definitely was made for that as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really looked into that version, but I guess it's probably pretty similar.
I wouldn't be too surprised. Yeah, honestly, it looks like an Amiga game. It would probably be relatively similar. Yeah, it looks like all of the players are starting to get the hang of where to go and what to do in this game. Here's my question, though. What makes this bad for you, or what makes this kind of Ku5ogrande?
So a couple of main issues are, for one thing, the power-ups range from necessary to beat the level to actively harmful to you trying to beat the level.
Wait, really? Like what?
Like, there are power-ups that force you to shoot up for a certain amount of time, and
oh no,
that doesn't always work the best, but in some cases it's necessary to complete the level. And another thing we'll see is that after beating levels, there are passwords, but the passwords don't start you off with any continues, and you normally start with 3.
Okay.
I don't know why it's like that. And in general, it's just kind of pretty rude, I would say. And it can be hard to figure out what to do.
Yeah, I can see that, like, just figuring out how to get to certain areas in the stage looks like it can be difficult. Like, Internet Dirigible had to go circle around the stage in order to get up to this higher platform, managed to get everything except one, and I don't know. It looks like he's through that, moving on to stage 4. Very nice.
Nice.
So a little bit of puzzle platforming going on in this, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say that, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, the technical director for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 worked on this game. He also programmed The Adventures of Yogi Bear. How about Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine? He was the lead programmer for that. Yeah. So honestly, kind of cool.
Well, yeah. I played some of Yogi Bear. It's okay, I would say.
I actually kind of like this music, by the way. Yeah, Yogi Bear is one of those, it's got problems, but it's okay.
Yeah. So I'm glad you're liking this music. The main problem is that it plays all through the first set of stages, and I'm worried that we might be hearing it for a while because these can get pretty rough.
Of course, one of the people who worked on this also did art for a Dizzy game, or multiple Dizzy games. Yeah, Magic Land Dizzy, The Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy, Dizzy Panic Dizzy, Prince of the Yolk Folk, Bubble Dizzy, and Captain Dynamo.
Nice.
Which I don't believe is a Dizzy game. Oh my gosh, I hate the Dizzy games so much, but yeah, I guess that because this came out on an Amiga, I was thinking there's probably some link to some European company in here. I didn't know where the company was from, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a European game as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you could be critical of games coming from the US, but let's just say Europe during the time was not doing the best either. They tried. But honestly, this game looks pretty competent. I'm not seeing any lag. Everything seems to move smoothly. The platforming, like, it feels like you should be able to jump a little bit higher, but at the same time, it's fairly consistent. Maybe the falling is a little bit jank, but honestly, the gameplay and the programming itself, the way that the game scrolls smoothly, I'd say it's fairly visually competent.
Yeah, I'd say generally the game's competent, but, like, the people who had tested the game, honestly, they seem to think this was worthy of Ku5.
Oh no, Almacia died immediately. So, from what I saw, there is a password screen, right?
Oh, yeah, you get a password after completing each set of levels, and there's 8 in a set.
So odds are we're gonna see people go back to the beginning of this set of levels probably a couple times.
Yeah, probably.
I love it. From what I see, by the way, the person who did the music for this only worked on music for a handful of games like Space Ace, Adventures of Yogi Bear, and a game called The Civil War, 1995 for DOS, which looks really boring. But honestly, I feel like this would be a good thing to put on your resume. This music is pretty jammin'.
Yeah, the music is generally pretty good in this game, I would say.
Did ankle deep water just kill you? Chad asked, and the answer is yes. You absolutely cannot touch the water. Apparently boys are water soluble. They just dissolve.
Yeah. Oh, the password doesn't give you any continues, Cadus. Like, it doesn't even save how many you had, it just doesn't give any at all. So yeah, it's kind of rude in that aspect.
You know, I'm just thinking, when you go and, like, when I was a kid, you know, every once in a while we'd go and swim in some ponds out by the house, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I would ever do that again because, like, our neighbors had this area that got filled up with water. I think they filled it up, but I'm fairly sure it was stagnant water, which makes me a little bit worried about the quality of the water and what was in it. I would never go and swim in that again. But, oh, it was so much fun.
Ah, nice. So let's see. This is, I guess Almatia starting over.
Yep.
They probably game over a bit.
Yep,
This can be a
Almatia did.
pretty rough game. Oh no! This level that Video Dragon 64 is on is pretty rude. These jumps are really precise, and if you fail them, you go back to the last part of the level, the other part of the level, the beginning. Like, you see those springs there.
Yeah. Yeah. Does this music ever change, or is it just this one tune for all of the levels?
It'll be this for this world,
okay.
And then after that, it'll be a new song.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, Video Dragon is having a bit of a hard time getting past these springs here.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky.
This is so evil. Oh my gosh! Oh, Video Dragon. I cry. I cry every time you bounce back up to the top. Is this a bad game? Here's the deal. I'd say somewhat. Like, the game itself for a collectathon, or for a murderathon, I guess is what you might call it in this case, the gameplay is actually kind of fun, but these, like, and you can actually tell the difference between the stages. There are new mechanics coming in, so that aspect I would say is good. The game itself has some problems.
Well, yeah, my opinion on it is that it's somewhat bad, but it can be fine.
I would say the game is flawed, not necessarily bad.
Well, yeah, that's like another way to put it. Yeah. So one thing that's pretty neat about this game that I only recently discovered is that you can use L and R to scroll the screen. Oh, poor Video Dragon.
Oh no.
They died right at the end.
Oh, Video Dragon, I'm so... This game is so not okay at this point. Oh, I love this. This is so funny to me because I know that I would be yelling at the game right now with how Video Dragon's doing. Oh, let me see. I feel like...
Oh, Cadus is asking in chat, the thermometer, I think it determines how much longer you'll have the power up. And after the thermometer runs out, you switch back to your regular weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Also, another pretty cool thing is that you can press select to actually exit the level. So it's possible to get yourself stuck, but luckily you can just press select to exit the level. So it's kind of nice in that regard.
Eh.
I didn't tell the players that.
Well, how nice of you.
I also couldn't find a manual for this game, unfortunately.
Yeah, I did find a little bit here, by the way, that talks about what is in the game. So here's the story, if you are prepared. Little Hewlett is an apprentice wizard, or it might be Hewlett. Okay. Little Hewlett is an apprentice wizard. He is top of his class in sorcery skill, and has passed all his magic exams. One evening, Hewlett stayed behind after his classmates had gone home in order to finish off some work. As he rummaged through the spell cupboard, he tripped over the trapdoor that leads to the basement where the Grand Wizard's crazy assortment of magic creatures are kept. And they all escaped into the magical landscape surrounding the sorcery school. Hewlett must scour the area and return all the creatures to the basement. This will involve searching through different terrains, apprehending all the creatures, and returning to the school via the back door. All this before the Grand Wizard returns in the morning. Good luck. It's going to be a long night. Yeah, so that's the story. All the monsters got out. You gotta bring them back. Because you don't want to get caught, like, breaking into the Grand Wizard's basement.
Nope. Wow.
Oh my gosh! I love this level that Video Dragon is on. It's so hard.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to go down and he can't. He can't because this game is too perfect. Okay, game controls. This appears to be either the Amiga or the DOS version manual that I found, but hey, at least it tells you a little bit about what is going on. So the 4 different worlds that you've got are Sandland, Wet World, Plastic Place, and Future Zone. They just ran out of alliteration right there. Each of which is made up of 8 levels. Okay, visit each world twice. What? And then there will be a different set of levels to explore on the second visit?
Yeah, after you complete the first sets of 8 levels, there you do the worlds again with different level design.
That's kind of cool.
Well, yeah.
I like it because there are a lot of games like this that, you know, have good music towards the beginning and then have absolutely terrible music the further in you get. Because guess what? They had to have a good presentation up front, and they just put the bad music tracks towards the end, and you never get to hear the good ones again once you get there because you've got a password, and you're not going to replay all the earlier levels. So, yeah, I can approve of that going back to previous worlds before.
Yeah.
Almacia is really doing a great job getting back into this, by the way.
Yeah. I think they're probably at the level before this. I don't remember if this is 7 or 8 that Video Dragon's on right now.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just reading through more of the manual. If any creature touches you when it isn't stunned, Hewlett will forfeit 1 attempt to reach his goal. What does that even mean? It's not a contest. You don't forfeit anything. Nobody else is supposed to know about this.
Yeah.
Just say he dies.
Yeah. I don't know why the wording's like that.
Forfeits 1 attempt. I guess, this is a game about boys who, nobody dies. You're just trying to collect the monsters. You don't die if you end up dying. You just forfeit. Video Dragon is getting back down.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, good. Collecting the slime, dude. Good. So, from what I see, the Amiga version came out in France, Germany, Italy, Spain, and the UK. Didn't come out over here.
Oh, yeah.
But the Super Nintendo one might have. I really don't know.
Let me see.
So I'm seeing these are the different features of the levels. Dissolving platforms. Yeah, once they've gone, they will never come back, so plan your route with care. Ice platforms, they cause you to slip, because ice is just good stuff. Sticky blocks. He can walk on and off these, but they slow down his progress and prevent him from jumping, making him vulnerable. Okay, conveyor belts. You like those springs. We've seen a few of those. Pistons. They activate automatically as Hewlett walks on them and shoots him into the air. Oh, wait, so we haven't been seeing the springs. Well, there are springs and pistons.
Yeah.
Okay. Almacia is on to the fun level, by the way.
Yeah, and shout out to Video Dragon. They just beat it, so nice.
Yeah, that is great. Video Dragon is definitely in the lead at this point, I'd say. It's, honestly, they've been putting a good amount of effort into this. Good job.
Yeah.
There are also toxic pools. Always avoid them. I guess this castle, or the wizard place, has no need for clean water. I mean, actually, yeah, I'd say that as soon as you start feeling thirsty, maybe you can just cast a water spell on your blood. Be like, have a little more water! Poof! Bam, you're good. So, yeah, you wouldn't really need clean water if you're a wizard.
Well, yeah. Okay, so it looks like Video Dragon might be about to... Okay, they're done with the first set of levels, so they'll figure out the rudeness of the password in not that long, likely.
Look. Look.
Yeah.
That's a good password. Oh, yeah. So there are tips and tricks for this game in the manual as well. Let me go ahead and read a little bit. One, there are extra hidden features within the game which need cunning and dexterity to find. Throughout the game, I think that even getting through stupid spring level requires cunning and dexterity. Like, just saying. Throughout the game, some regular-looking platforms have secret bonuses hidden away in them, which are released if the platform is shot. This may also allow Hewlett to access areas which were previously blocked. Okay, so shoot things. Got it. Do any of the blocks look different, or do they look exactly the same with secrets? Do you happen to know, Garb?
From my experience, they generally look the same, but it's also possible I might have missed like a it's possible that I might have missed like a cue like that would help you know about it. Yeah, that spike trap is rude.
Yeah, so any of the platforms that just have a red top have some sort of trap attached to them, and that one is a spike trap. It looks like a platform. It's not. You do not want to...
What you need to do there is like, you can't jump onto it, but you can like walk from the platform horizontally to the left or right of it onto it and not take a bath.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But the game didn't teach you to do that. Oh. See, that's the thing, everybody. When you are designing a game and you have something like that that requires a kind of fickle way of getting through it, you gotta teach them. Super Meat Boy did that really, really well. Just everybody use Super Meat Boy as an example for putting together a platformer and how to teach things without making it feel forced.
Yeah. I'll also use this as an opportunity to shout out Celeste that does that well as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, teaching, it doesn't exactly teach stuff the best.
I mean, it does say what it does in the manual, but they don't have the manual, so the players just get to figure it out.
Yeah, did you link the manual in chat? I wasn't able to find it, but I guess I didn't search hard enough or something.
There, I linked it. Oh, geez. You might have to copy and paste chat, but that is going to be the link towards, or for the manual, for the Amiga version.
Okay, thanks.
So... Oh, yeah?
I was just gonna say, like, the concept, like, flipping the box from red to blue, like, if you flip all of them to red, you get 1,000 points, and as far as I know, points don't do anything. So that's what they're for.
Let's see. Some of the other hints and tips in this. One of the blocks contains a magic rainbow wrap, which enables Hewlett to finish a level immediately and go on to the next. That would actually be extremely helpful, especially if there are longer stages. Just being able to pick that up, knowing where the warp to the next level is. And honestly, if there are any of those in earlier stages in a world, then that will be great. Just find it and remember where it was.
Yeah. So it may actually be advantageous for them to not use the password just so they can get back their continues, but yeah.
Oh wait, it keeps track of your continues?
No, it doesn't give you any continues after you use the password.
Okay.
So that's it. It's honestly, I feel like that's pretty rude. Yeah.
Do you have to enter the password every single time?
No, it saves the password.
Oh. Oh, but if you continue inside the game, do you keep the progress with that specific world?
No, you start from level 1 of that world.
So what's the advantage of having continues?
Continue starts you back from the level you died at, but using the password just starts you from the first level of that world.
Oh, I thought that you said that it did the same thing. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a good advantage. Good. Okay, in every world there are hidden bonus rooms which can be reached by grabbing one of the Grand Wizard's spell books, which are concealed along the way. Okay, more stuff about secrets. Don't take too long to finish a level or the creatures will start to escape from the basement. Wait, seriously?
Yeah, that's like their way of saying that they respawn.
Oh, they'll respawn if you take too long.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the same location, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay, that makes
sure
sense.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
So Almatia's through the first set of levels now, so nice. They're making good progress, and Internet Dirigible did as well.
Oh, that is great. Yeah, we've got essentially a tie between those two, and Video Dragon has not made a huge amount of progress at this point. So honestly, it still is anyone's game. Orbital Bear isn't that far behind either. Like getting past this stage, and then I think the Spike one might be coming, or the Spring one might be coming after this. So let's see. By the way, another hint/tip. Let me go ahead and refresh everyone's stream to make sure that they actually are running. Another hint/tip in the game, or in the manual specifically, is this. Hidden bonuses could be anywhere. Leave no stone unturned. That means that out of the first 5 hints/tips that we had, 3 of them say there are hidden bonuses.
Yeah.
You don't need 3 separate tips to talk about hidden bonuses, okay? You just don't. Be sure to use the compass screen if you think you've taken too long or if you can't get back to a part of the level you need to return to. Yeah, that's something that I don't know about. The compass screen?
I think that's like the menu that the stages are located on is what I guess that would refer to.
Ah, okay. Are you able to warp there? Are you able to do anything special there?
Well, you can either, like, if it's displayed in red, you'll be going back to the place that you were already at, but if you press down and then go into it, you'll start over on that level.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. So we've got 3 people on the same level right here. Video Dragon, Internet Dirigible, and Almatia. Now, Video Dragon has been here the longest and knows a little bit about the traps. Almatia just died, and Internet Dirigible is dead too. Ha!
Yeah, this can be pretty rude.
I love it.
So, I don't remember if it was Internet Dirigible on, or I think it may have been Internet Dirigible, but he had three credits left on this world, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. My gosh, we're already 30 minutes into this. Time has been flying for me.
Wow, yeah, I didn't know it's been that long, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's a little bit odd. There are some games that feel like they take forever, and this game is just blasting
Yeah,
through time. I love it. Honestly, yeah,
yeah,
I'd say that this game has some pretty huge flaws, especially with what it expects you to learn and how it doesn't really teach you in-game, but expects that you read the manual. That, I think, is the biggest flaw so far. But the game's kind of fun.
yeah, and I can also tell that they tried really hard with this game. Like there's like a lot of stuff to it, and it's really I really like it, honestly, even despite its.
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's certainly been a lot of fun. I'm glad that everybody was able to stop on by here. We've got a good crowd today, and I am just glad that people are here for the suffering. Almacia appears to be a little bit stuck. Now, the manual does say that if you get rid of platforms that can disappear, you actually have to restart the level. They do not respawn.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of a thing with it.
Yeah.
Additionally, I don't think there's a timer inside the game, so there's like not anything you can do. That I think that's just what you have to do. There might be a way to, well, no, you can wait on them to respond and then take a death, but other than that,
That's frustrating. I don't like that design. In general, you know, even if somebody messes up, you want to make it so that they don't have to die in order to reset the stage. Like, sure, forcing them, like bouncing them into a spike trap, fantastic. Go ahead and do that. But just having it so that they can't even access the spike trap that you were trying to bounce them into, not as good.
well, yeah, but there's at least the way to restart the level, so that kind of helps with it.
Oh yeah, what?
The way to the way to restart the level by pressing select and then restarting it. You can just do that and you won't lose life.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's doable, but really, come on, programmers. There are
Yeah.
plenty of other platforms out there that do not require you to do that. Maybe with bonus levels. I think it's fine in a bonus level situation to not allow you to get to where you want to go. But yeah, for the actual game itself, nah.
Yeah.
That's my own opinion. I've got a lot of opinions about games, though, if you haven't noticed.
Huh, yeah, I've kind of gotten that idea.
Wow, thank you.
No problem.
So, what is your favorite thing about this game, Garb? What made this appealing to you?
The game moves like pretty quickly generally, and the movement's pretty satisfying when you can get it correctly. And there's also just a lot to this game, and
Okay.
I don't know, and I kind of like the difficulty to an extent, even though it can be pretty brutal in places.
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
is brutal in some places here.
Yeah, it's definitely something I think is worthy of being here, but yeah, I still enjoy it.
Oh yeah. The strange thing is, like, I'm trying to find out more information about this company that worked on it, because there's not much information out there about Blue Turtle and the company. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate. I'm searching. I want to find out where they were and what they did. They worked pretty closely with Empire Software. Honestly, it looks like even in the manual they didn't get credited for working on this game, which is usually a little bit worrying. Oh no, it's on the front of the box, but that's pretty much it. It's not on the manual. Ugh.
So apparently, Orbital Bell found like a secret bonus in that one level that's with the springs that's annoying, and was able to complete it. So that's really cool.
Nice. Yeah, bonus areas can definitely be rough in some of the games here.
Well, here I would say it's beneficial because it lets you complete the level, but they can be kind of annoying in other games.
Okay, Entertainment International. Sorry, I'm doing some additional digging. The game box itself was printed in the UK. I'm just trying to figure out all of these, all the background. It's a puzzle. I mean, it's a puzzle game. Apparently, the origin of the company is also a puzzle.
Oh, yeah.
I love what somebody in chat said. This game seems like the definition of all that's left at the video store late on a Friday night. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just trying to think of what my parents said. In general, they said, don't just play the same game over and over. Don't rent the same game over and over. Go rent something new instead of the thing that you've gotten every single time. And that was one of the benefits of renting games, that you didn't have to risk too much if you happen to get a bad game. The downside is that kids pretty much only had the weekends to really enjoy a rented game. So if you rented the wrong game, it was tough luck. You're getting something that you're not going to enjoy.
Yeah. I don't know. I would imagine that this game's... I don't know if I'd say that if you rented it as a kid, that it'd be that likely for you to enjoy it, just because it's kind of frustrating at first. So, yeah.
Yeah. It is a little bit frustrating, I would agree here.
Yeah, the meows or something. I haven't...
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I haven't really been keeping track of the level on Waterworld Player's Arm, but
Almecia is a little bit in the lead right now. Video Dragon and Internet Dirigible have both been on this level for a while. Almecia, I'd say, is in the lead at this point from what I can see. Orbital Bear definitely trailing. Doesn't mean that they are out of it, though. It just means that they are struggling. Now remember, the person who takes fourth in this match will not have enough points to make it into the bracket. So, most of the players are going to move on, but you really do not want to be in that fourth place.
Yeah.
Almecia enjoying the ice blocks there as much as you can.
Yeah, they were so close to complete that level too, so that was kind of Wait, did that respawn the ice blocks? Nah, it doesn't seem like it did. So they're gonna have to restart the level, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still trying to piece together where this company was. Empire Software. I feel like Empire Software probably owned Blue Turtle. Let's see. I don't know. Like, there's an accounting place called Empire. I don't think that's right. There's one that, sounds like it's stealing all of your information off the internet. That might be the right one. I wouldn't be too surprised if some company from this moved on to do that. I mean, sometimes you hear where games started. Oh, or where certain video game companies started and how they moved forward. Oh no, Empire Interactive was a British video game developer. I think this is it. Empire Interactive, founded in 1987. It went out of business in 2009, but they made such... Oh, did they really? Yeah, they had wonderful video games like Crazy Taxi, actually kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, that's really fun.
Yeah, Big Mother Truckers, and Big Mother Truckers 2, Truck Me Harder. I have to say that really slow though. Yogi Bear's Cartoon Capers. Yeah, let's just say that there is a lot of stuff in here that is just not good. And also some of the Sega Bass Fishing for PC.
Well, I'm happy they went on to make Crazy Taxi. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, at least this company got a couple things right. But yeah, they were definitely UK based. Which is why some of the people ended up working with Codemasters on some of the projects. That makes sense. So Cadus is saying that Almeida managed to hit 10 kills in the second water world. Very nice.
Okay, yeah. I think that's probably a lead then.
Yeah, we're 42 minutes in. Oh, the bad thing is that Orbital Bear just got game over.
Oh, did they not make it to the next world?
I don't think they did, which means that... Oh, Orbital did hit water per Cadus. Aha! So we get to see the wonderful password. LK. So good.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm happy for Orbital Bear. Video Dragon has been stuck on this level for so long. But Internet Dirigible managed to figure out the secret. The secret for this is that you gotta walk on the red platforms, not jump onto them.
Yeah.
And yeah, the game definitely does no effort. They put no effort into teaching you the way to do that, which is sad. I'm crying. For real.
Yeah, they can definitely. Well, I'm trying to think of like how you would teach like something that's just like, well, maybe you could have the enemies like fall down onto it and get and die, and then have some enemies walk on it so they don't take a death. So that would be a good way to teach it.
Have a short corridor with those traps specifically that you have to walk across, so that. And the corridor is at a height where you cannot jump, or at least where it doesn't make sense to jump. That way people just walk onto them naturally, like Internet Dirigible right there. Just walk onto them naturally. That's all you have to do to teach the player.
Well, I'm just not... Well, it's just that I don't know if they know, like... that jumping on it would kill them is the only thing about that, I think.
Well, I mean, they're going to figure out eventually, The problem isn't figuring out how to die, it's figuring out how to live.
Well, yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
Yeah. Video Dragon, game over at this point. Question, you don't get any continues if you use a password?
No.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
I'm opinionated. Got opinions about passwords.
Yeah, I don't know. I gave the game out, I decided to give this game at some point before knowing that, but then when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Is that the bird making the sound, or is it a crab making a sound? What meows? What's meowing? I don't even understand.
I would guess it's the monster.
Okay, so do fish meow? Could be catfish.
Maybe I think it's possible they're saying but it just sounds like meow.
I think they're saying ow when they get hurt, but it sounds like meowing.
Yeah.
Ow, ow! No, it's still meowing. I don't care. Nobody can convince me otherwise. These are meowing fish.
Yeah, that's a valid headcanon.
Ow! This kid is really chubby, by the way, which is fine. This is essentially what I looked like when I was a teen. You know? The hair included. I was so blonde when I was younger. Ooh.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, the clam just got Almacia. Sad day. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like this is giving flashbacks to my childhood. Including the being stuck underwater part. Yeah, I almost drowned a couple times when I was young. I was gonna say good times, but no, the opposite of those. Yeah, magic boy. Also, I'm pretty sure I was magical back when I was a kid. I practiced magic tricks, and I actually believed I was doing magic at one point. Yeah, that's how dumb I was.
Yeah, well... I mean, magic is cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then I ended up doing a magic trick in front of an audience, and because I thought I was actually magic, I thought that I was doing it right. No, the magic trick failed. I was so dumb. And I'm gonna blame my sisters on this one, okay? They convinced me that I was doing it correctly and that I was getting the right card every time, and maybe just by a fluke, crazy random happenstance, I got the right card the times that I practiced it. But in a performance, no. I'm like, is this your card? And they said, no. And I'm like, is this your card? And they're like, yeah, that one is. I'm like, magic. Just so you know, never do magic tricks in front of a Boy Scout audience because you're going to feel like a moron. But not until you're like 15 years older.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I finally figured out that it was my sisters messing with me. But that was only in the last couple years. I know that, you fellow senches out there.
I really hope that someone can make it through level 2. It can be pretty rude.
I mean, Internet Dirigible is currently on level 2. Almacia's gotten there. Video Dragon hasn't, and neither has Orbital Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, the players are making some progress. It's just that the stage that Internet Dirigible is on with the ice physics, it's another one of those frustrating stages, especially for getting up through the stage. Now, one thing that we haven't really talked about is that it appears that when you fall, you can't really fall straight down too easily. There's a lot of, like, the air physics look like they're bad. It's hard to say exactly what's going on, but like it seems like you have limited control on how you're falling.
Yeah. So Internet Dirigible knows you can go. You can press select to go to the compass screen, but
Yes.
he doesn't know that you can press down to restart the level though. So that's kind of important to figure out.
Well, I mean,
for that.
it's not obvious. It's very much not obvious.
No, it is not.
Yeah,
I didn't get the manual either, so yeah.
Yeah, I'd assume that at this point, some of the players are probably a little bit frustrated and just think this game is bad, and that's why I can't do that, rather than thinking that there must be a way. Honestly, in general, if it's published by a fairly, if it's licensed, you can usually guarantee that there's some way to do something without dying. Not always, but a lot of the times. But at the same time, this game up until this point just hasn't been super merciful. I think that it would be easy to assume that, no, this company is dumb and did things that are dumb. But yeah,
fair.
I feel like moving on, if it's a licensed game, having the assumption that there has to be a way to do something without dying or getting game over, that is a good assumption to have with license. Now, bootleg is a completely different story. Bootleg, a lot of the times, you're just stuck and you have to die.
Yeah.
Licensed, if you're not somehow wedged into a wall and you can't progress, then you might be missing something.
Yeah, I think Snow White and Happily Ever After is one game, though, that doesn't follow that.
How so?
Just that at the final area, if you don't have enough money, you have to reset.
Oh, that one's so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that Athena is one of those evil games as well, where you can actually legitimately get to a level that is impossible to beat because you do not have a specific item in your inventory at that point. Athena is evil. Pure, dag-nasty evil.
Yeah. I haven't played that much, unfortunately. I may need to check that out at some point. I'm sure it's amazing.
Well, let me go ahead and give the streams one quick refresh. I'm going to refresh them all. Cadus was saying that Video Dragon might need a refresh, and it looks like, no, that's just their stream. But that's okay. We've got things working. They're there.
Yeah.
I like these clams, and let me explain why. Almost every video game makes it so that clams, you cannot hit their shell. They're pretty much immune to being hit on the shell. But other game, this game does something different. It's just that clams are always vulnerable to getting hurt. It's weird. I feel...
Yeah.
I'm usually okay with that, but it feels wrong to have clams that are not able to defend themselves. Maybe I played too many video games in my life. God, I played too many video games. Help!
I mean, same. I can't really help. I do that too.
Magic boy, he's magic. Oh my gosh, we have less than 5 minutes left. This last part has been a little bit frustrating because it's been only 2 levels that everybody has been trying to play through, and it's just extremely difficult at this point. How are you going to make progress? I don't know. Ooh, Almisha dying from the clam.
Yeah, that clam there is really
What
mean.
a butt. Absolutely a butt. Okay, Video Dragon still has not figured out the secret. Like, honestly, what he should be doing is not even going down right now. He should be going up and figuring out how to get past the wall. Don't worry about beating the level until you can actually go and possibly beat the level.
Yeah. So I was wondering if maybe they would decide to start from like a fresh file just so that they could have their continues, but they haven't been opting to do that, which they'd have to do that spring level again, so I can understand.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, their stream is a little bit stuttery, so you know, we'll keep it as refreshed as possible, don't worry. But yeah, Video Dragon just needs to figure out how to get past the wall that they have run into. Orbital Bear, like, in theory, could move into third place. And that would put Video Dragon out of it if that happened, you know. You do not want to take fourth place in this match. Fourth place means that you're out of the tournament. It's a no-go at that point. And Video Dragon unfortunately got rid of the platform that you need in order to gently walk across the red traps.
Yeah. I haven't caught it. I don't know if they figured out that like that you can walk onto them without taking a death. I'm not sure if they figured that out or not.
I don't believe so, and Orbital Bear just needs to start this level over. Let me see. That is a death for Video Dragon. I think Orbital Bear and Video Dragon pretty much have one shot at this point to change their place. Internet Dirigible could technically pass Almacia in these last 2 minutes as well. It's a race between first and second and a race between third and fourth. Will we see anything change? Internet Dirigible trying to reset the room, it looks like.
Yeah. I guess the good thing with this game is that you can make progress pretty quickly in this game. It won't be too long for someone to pass someone else, so that's pretty cool.
I don't understand. This game is weird. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that is true.
Oh, you know it. I'm happy that this game exists, though. I usually do not like collectathons or games that have too much, like, just do all of these tasks in each stage and then move on. I don't know, but this game actually has enough variety that it stays interesting. And that is nice for me.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. Like, I'd say that if this game like, if it was just if it was a little nicer with stuff and more intuitive, I would say this would probably be a really good game.
Yeah, it's got problems, but that's fine. Back in the 90s, you didn't have to be perfect. You had to be good enough. Well, we are running to the very end right here, everybody. This has certainly been a match, and a very difficult one at that, but that is time, everybody. That is time. We are done with match number 2. Whew, everybody breathe a little bit. Celebrate a little bit. We no longer have to see this chubby boy trying to get up, trying to climb all over the place. Let's go ahead and see what the rulings are from Cadus. It appears that Almacia definitely is the victor here. Internet Dirigible taking second, and I believe Video Dragon takes third and Orbital Bear takes fourth. We'll go ahead and see what the official ruling is. It looks like Video Dragon did take third. Yes. So there you go. Orbital Bear, it's been fun to have you. I'm sorry that things didn't work out with this game. You are out of the tournament, but that's okay. You know, you did a fantastic job. We do sometimes have some matches for people who have no chance of moving on and tend to do funnier games with that, so there's a possibility that we will do that. I'm gonna go ahead and welcome Almacia if they would like. So what do you think of how they did, Guard?
I think they did pretty well with this. This game can be pretty weird, and I'm proud of all of them for making it to the second world. Yeah, because the first world can be pretty brutal, so it was nice for them to make it there pretty early on into the match. So I was pretty pleased with that, and yeah, the second world can be really.
Oh yeah. The second world, like that second stage on the second world was being a huge pain. I'm seeing if Almacia wants to join. We'll see in just a second. But yeah, I don't know, the difficulty I don't think was just because the platforming was tricky. It's that the mechanics were tricky. And that's usually something that you want to avoid when it comes to these games. Okay, I'm holding tight, waiting for Almacia, seeing if they can join. There we go. Hello there, Almacia. Welcome. Are you there? You're muted if you are. Oh, geez. We're always having problems with this Scarb. Ah, hello there.
There we go. Hello.
Hello, Almacia. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you. Good game to all who participated in that one.
Yeah, what are your thoughts about the game? Just an initial reaction after spending an hour with it.
Well, at first I didn't mind it, and then I got to the springs, and that was okay. And then I got to the bad springs, and that was really bad. And then I got to the water world, and I realized the destructible platforms never came back.
Yeah, they don't. It's kind of a cardinal sin.
I don't remember, but were you able to like completely reset the level in any way?
The only way I figured out how to do that, I did it once, and I don't know how. I hit select, and I went back to the map, and then I scrolled around for a bit, and when I went back to it, it was fixed again. But when I did that the second time, that didn't work.
Oh well, so if you go back to the map and then press down, you'll repeat the level. Like it'll be flashing blue and red, and that'll mean you can restart the level from the beginning.
Oh, I guess I just tapped it, and I didn't realize. Well, good to know.
Hey, I mean, if you manage to just mess around with something and it works for you and you can, like, reliably just mash in order to get it reset, then it works.
I only did it once. I never managed to do it again.
Oh, no. Well, okay, never mind then.
If possible, I was speaking wrong. Maybe it requires that it might have something to do with those coins. I'm still honestly not sure what they do, but
those are the continues, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and that's the other thing I didn't like, though. Password. I finished World 1 with extra continues left because I didn't continue. And then I got the password. And the password started me in World 2 with no continues.
Yeah,
Really?
that...
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, that's a particularly rude thing with this game.
It's definitely rough. I think that for this type of game, it had some promise, and it actually visually was pretty nice to watch because every level felt different. Every level had different mechanics, different visuals. So I feel like it had a lot of potential, but felt flat, especially when it came to the mechanics.
Yeah, I mean, it looked fine, it sounded fine, it just did not always play fine.
Yeah. Seriously, though, congrats on the victory today. You know, you're going into round 3 with a really strong score. So I feel like if you keep pushing forward, you've got a pretty good chance of making it into the bracket here.
Thank you. Much better than I did the other two Kusos I've been in, I alternated between first and fourth.
Yeah, going from second to first, completely acceptable, is what I'd say. So, anything else that you're playing that people should know going on in your stream these days?
No, it's just pretty much whatever I feel like. So it's kind of erratic right now, but I'm trying to do a little bit more lately. So,
General
maybe I will
platforms
be
that you
around.
use?
I tend to play a lot of RPGs and older RPGs often. So
Ah.
you see a lot of SNES, PlayStation.
Sweet.
So not always the super old ones because they don't always real interesting to stream, but the mid-era ones.
All y'all who like RPGs, and I think there might be a few of you here, go check out Almecia. Go give a follow. All of the streamers, by the way, today, the names that we have up on the stream are the channels that they stream to. So go give some love to the various people. Congratulations again, Almecia. We'll have to move on to the next match. So take care, and Garb, thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you, and good luck to the other participants today.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Now, everybody, we do have 2 more matches.